Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian, I'm working from Berlin, Germany, and this is my final project for CS50's Introduction to Programming with Python. I decided to make a tabletop RPG inspired battle simulator where characters are represented with objects using attributes like hit points, strength, intelligence, and others like armor. So there's a base character class, and then the player can choose classes like fighter and mage, and then the program will spawn a goblin class as an enemy. Player can have items equipped like swords and axes. For the mage, the items are spells, but they are represented as items like fireball and ice lance. Then there's dice objects that are rolled to determine outcomes, and the functions themselves have the interaction between the classes in them. So when running the program, after character creation and enemy creation, it will let the character and the enemy fight each other, first deciding who goes first, and then at the end a winner will be determined. Currently this is the end of the project, but in the future you could imagine like multiple characters fighting multiple enemies, all the statistics of that being saved to a file, and from that data analysis could be derived to balance a certain game system. So now let's run the program. First you ask to name your hero. Let's name him Fred. You see his statistics, and by that you can choose. I have a higher strength, so I will choose a fighter. And then I will decide to take on a sword this time. And now you see I have implemented time.sleep here to make it run a bit slower for user experience, but when running it as a simulation I would delete these functions so that it just runs much faster. So now we see after initiative is decided, you see who goes first, and then you see with how much damage he's hitting, how much the armor is negating, and how much hit points the target has left afterwards. If the target is still alive, it's the target's turn, and then if again the target is still alive, it switches. So here you can see that Fred won quite easily against the enemy Rico the Goblin, and thus the program is over. Thank you very much, and at least for me, this was CS50.